And I want to talk to Lonnie Quinn, chief weathercaster at WCBS now, more about that. Lonnie, I know you've all been amazed at the development of the Hurricane Michael and what's happened here. I mean, how does something go from a tropical storm to a nearly Category 5 in the span of 72 hours?
You betcha. I mean, it just bumped up so quickly. All the elements were in place, okay, for this to get strong very quickly. But there were elements out there that could have, beaten it up a little bit. Did not happen. Now, here's your current situation out there. This is your landfall picture. So you can see how Mexico Beach took the worst of it. The eye wall going right over Mexico Beach, pushing that storm surge onshore. Panama Beach over to Laguna Beach. The other side of the eye wall, very strong, but pushing the water out, away from the shoreline. If you take a look at what we are dealing with as of right now, okay, you've got a storm that's into Georgia. Everybody asks the same question that Jeff Glor is asking. How? How did this happen? What elements came together? Well, here's the deal. You had warm water, nothing but fuel in front of this system for it to feed on. But we thought it would maybe pull in a little bit of dry air. It never mixed in that way. That did not happen. You had rapid intensification, and it never interacted at any point in time with the shoreline of the west coast of Florida or the north portion of the Panhandle. It just didn't happen. So you ended up with nearly a Cat 5 landfall, the strongest storm in that area, about the third strongest storm that the U.S. has ever had as far as a mainland landfall. This is a picture I was talking about in Mexico Beach. This is the worst I have seen so far. Those are tops of houses out there. I think that's about the worst storm surge we have seen. And look at all the destruction. We'll be seeing more pictures like this when we get some daylight on it tomorrow, but it should be pushing up towards the northeast, exiting somewhere around the Chesapeake. Jeff, let's go back to you.
Hey, Lonnie, can you just talk about that quickly? I mean, where the storm goes next? Because, I mean, I know the worst was here, but now if it's going to pass through North Carolina, other spots that were already saturated before Hurricane Florence, I mean, that's a concern as well, right?
Look, everyone's talking about the exact same thing. And look at the forecasted rainfall totals. These are not enormous like what they picked up earlier, but do you realize some folks haven't even dried out yet in the Carolinas, and portions of the Carolinas could be seeing a 6-inch range. It'll get a little lower as you get towards the coastline, but that rainfall plume is going to push all the way up towards, even like New York City could be seeing a 1 to 3 inch range tomorrow, maybe 2 to 4. We have flash flood warnings in place for the city because of this storm. It's not coming to New York City, stays offshore, but a lot of rain associated with it. Jeff?
All right, Lonnie, thank you very much again.